What's up, UFC fans? Today we're going to be doing our own pound for pound list. These are all the guys currently on the pound for pound. We're going to put them in our specific order, and at the end of the video, we will compare them to the actual order the UFC put together. We're going to start from 15 and work our way all the way up to 1. Starting with number 15. Who are we going to put down here? I'm probably going to go, it's either Aljamain Sterling or Charles Oliveira or Israel Adesanya, something like that. We'll probably start with Aljo. We'll put Aljo at 15. Big Aljo supporter. Top 15 is massive. I think he's going to get a belt back. I love his style. Love watching him fight. I was probably the one person in the world who rocked with Aljamain Sterling, both Peter Yan fights. So got that dub under my resume. We're going to throw him in there at 15. Still a solid guy. Who are we going to put at 14, though? That is a great question. We got a toss-up. We have Israel Adesanya, Charles Oliveira. Obviously, we're not going to put a guy down here with a belt. Probably not going to put... Max Holloway has the BMF, so... Sean Strickland, Alexander Volkanovski. I'll probably put Israel Adesanya at 14. Got a fight coming up against Dricus Du Plessis. That is going to be... Oh... That fight is going to be amazing. I'm pulling for Izzy. Izzy is an absolute demon in the octagon. I think he's going to beat Dricus Du Plessis. There's just nothing about Dricus Du Plessis that just stands out to me. I still think he got robbed. I still think Sean Strickland got robbed in that fight. And speaking of Sean Strickland, let's go ahead, throw him above Izzy. How should I put this to make it look? So that's 15, 14. 13. We'll have 13. We'll have Sean Strickland at 13. So we got Aljo. We'll recap it when we get this section filled. And last but not least, I can throw Charles at 12 or I can throw Volkanovski at 12. Big Charles supporter. I'm probably throwing him at number 12 just because Volk was the number 1 pound for pound fighter at some point. So was he? Am I just saying that? He was definitely number 2. So we're going to throw Charles in here. So 15 through 12, starting at 15, we have Aljamain Sterling, Israel Adesanya, Sean Strickland, Charles Oliveira. That rounds out our 12 through 15. Starting 9 to 11, number 11, we are going to put, ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm probably going to put Alexander Volkanovski just because he's the last one without a title. I feel like holding a title, you should be like, Volk, absolutely. Amazing fighter, entertaining, one of the best we've ever seen do it. I just don't feel... Some people look at the power rankings as all time. I look at the power rankings as who is the current baddest dude on the planet. And Volk has been knocked out twice. Not currently the baddest dude on the planet. One of the baddest dudes on the planet. We're going to keep him up there. Number 10, I'm probably going to go ahead and put... We got all guys with titles now, so this is where it's going to start to get tricky. Probably... See, a lot of people would probably put Pantoja here. I think Pantoja is an absolute dog of a fighter. I am going to put... Just looking at everyone, dude. I'm going to put Dricus Du Plessis. Hear me out. Dricus Du Plessis at 10. Top 10 fighter. I still think it was a robbery over Sean Strickland. So until he goes in here and potentially beats Israel Adesanya, he can't be any higher for me. Number 9. We are going to rock with... It's going to be a toss-up between Tom Aspinall, Max Holloway, and Pantoja. I just think Pantoja is such a dominant fighter in the flyweight division. And apparently he has a massive fight announcement coming out. I think he's going to come out and announce he's fighting Jose Aldo. And what's that going to lead to? Him fighting Sean O'Malley. If Sean O'Malley can retain the belt over Merab. So I think that's going to be a very, very interesting matchup. But who are we going to put at number 9? Oh, this one is going to hurt some feelings. I'm probably going to put Tom Aspinall just because it's the interim title. And I feel bad for him. It should be the regular title. John Jones probably should have either I think if you have an injury that keeps you out in a year for a year, you got to vacate. The division has to move on. The show must go on. And I kind of think John Jones is holding that up. So unfortunately, we're going to put Tom Aspinall down here at 9. I think it's big to break the top 10. There's some dogs on this list. 6 through 8. Oh, let's recap 9 through 11. At 11, we have Volkanovski. 10, we have Dricus Duplessis before y'all go crazy in the comments. And 9, we have Tom Aspinall. At number 8, we are going to throw in belt holder, absolute dog. That KO over Justin Gaethje, the last second in the BMF fight. You couldn't write it better yourself. Some of y'all have probably seen my reaction video. I went absolutely insane. We talked about before the fight. I said, this was my prediction on the fight. I said, for Justin Gaethje to win, it's going to have to be in 3. If it gets to 4 and 5, Max Holloway's winning. And I said, and if it gets to 5, we're going to see some of this in the octagon. In the moment he did that, I started losing my mind. Just absolute one of the best fighters to ever do it. Seasoned veteran, always puts on a show. If I was going to put together a best entertainer list, Max Holloway's number 1, and he definitely deserves to be in the top 10 of the pound for pound rankings. Number 7, probably going to go ahead and put, God, y'all are going to be mad at this, and this is going to upset y'all, and people are going to think I'm a casual, and they're going to be like, but he's so good. He did Volkanovski like that. I'm putting Ilia Topuria at number 7. One, I don't like how he got the belt and was like, oh, I'm not going to fight this guy. I'm not going to fight this guy. I'm going to gatekeep the belt. I want to fight at UFC 208, but Max Holloway doesn't want to fight. He brought up something about his family and then couldn't make weight. And Max Holloway literally came out and said, I'll go right now. We can go at any UFC. I mean, it's just weird. He's trying to, honestly, like, this is going to sound crazy for a professional UFC fighter. I think he's terrified of losing the belt before the UFC gets to Spain. That's all he cares about is fighting in Spain. And I think he is so worried he's going to lose his belt to Max Holloway that he's trying to make these excuses up. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Maybe he'll move up on my list. We'll talk about the current rankings in a minute, and I'll tell you why he's too high. So he knocked out Volkanovski respectfully, but he's at 5 on my, or 7 on my list. Number 6, we are probably gonna rock with Alexander Pantoja. Get up there, Pantoja. Think he's an absolute dog fighter. The only reason I just can't put him higher on this list, I mean, it's the flyweight division. So I'm not really, you know. Is this enough people for 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I was about to be mad. I just can't put Pantoja up there that high. Like I said, flyweight division. They're starting to get, the UFC starting to give it more love, and I'm here for it. This whole year, they've been giving the flyweight love. They've been building it up. They've been getting some absolute dogs in the UFC for that division. I love it, and I think it's going to blossom into an amazing division. I just think Pantoja, to move up on my list, is going to have to go up a weight class, beat Jose Aldo, fight Sean O'Malley, because, you know, they got that beef going. Could you imagine he takes the belt from Sean O'Malley? I mean, automatically into my top 5. I'm going to put Sugar Sean O'Malley. So 5 and 4 is going to be interesting. They're going to be like, some people are going to be like, I think Sean O'Malley should be at 4. I think, let me go ahead and tell y'all my number 4. My number 4 is going to be Leon Edwards. And why is Sean O'Malley not over Leon Edwards? I know is he a little bit more active? I feel like it's about the same. Sean O'Malley just defended his belt against Cheeto Vera and put on an absolute clinic. Hard guy to put away. Never been knocked down, never been knocked out. Did he get knocked down against Sean O'Malley? I don't remember if he did. I think he got back up instantly and they didn't count it. Kind of like in that Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje fight. Leon Edwards, twice in a row, beat. And this is gonna be controversial. I think Usman's better than I think Usman is better than, oh my God, what's his name? The Canadian dude that everyone always hypes up. And I promise I'm not a casual. I'm just absolutely terrible with names. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I think Usman's one of the best to ever do it. And Leon Edwards beat him twice. That head kick knockout. I mean, dear God. Was it? I'm literally picturing the dude I'm talking about in my head. But I think the wins over Usman is better than Sean O'Malley's wins. 4, 5, respectful. Out to round out. This is where it's going to get interesting. It's going to be a little bit close to the regular pound for pound top 3. I am going to put John Jones at 3 because the inactivity. 1 fight in 5 years, I think, or am I losing my mind? It's something like that. It's just the inactivity. This isn't a all-time greatest fighter list. This is pound for pound current fighters. And John Jones is not a current fighter. Is he too high at 3? Personally, probably. I just can't bring myself to put John Jones out of the top 3 in a pound for pound list. But the show must go on. We have our number 2 and our number 1. We have the remaining guys on this list: Islam Makhachev and Alex Pereira. Now, this is going to get controversial. At number 2, before the number 1 pound for pound, number 2, we have a guy who is absolutely dominant at what he does. Every fascist of the sport, that might not even be the right word. At every angle of the sport, he's great. Striking, ground game, cardio looked amazing against Dustin Poirier. Y'all already know who I'm talking about. Number 2, I'm going Islam Makhachev. Now, him being the more well-rounded fighter is very true. I think Alex Pereira at number 1 makes the most sense. This could be some recency bias, but I think Alex Pereira holding a 185 strap and now a 205 strap. They're talking about him going up to heavyweight. His knockout power is insane. There's an aura around him that makes him an absolute legend. You talk about Alex Pereira, everyone knows Alex Pereira. I'm not saying everyone doesn't know Islam. I think Islam is the more well-rounded fighter. He's an absolute dog. Like I said, this might be recency biased, but I think the aura around Alex Pereira gets him the number 1 pound for pound. Now, Islam could go up and get another belt, and if he does that, I'm putting him above him. Probably when Islam fights again, if it's a dominant fight, probably putting him above Alex. This is the good thing where the pound for pound list is at right now. It's always rotating. It's always going to be rotating. We're always going to be changing it. I like that. The fighting skill gap in the top 1 through 15, it's so close. So to recap our top 15, number 1, we have Alex Pereira. 2, we have Islam Makhachev. 3, 4, 5, we got John Bones Jones. We got Leon Edwards, and we have Sean O'Malley. 6, 7, 8, Pantoja, Ilia Topuria, and we have Max Holloway. 9, 10, 11, we have Tom Aspinall, Dricus du Plessis, Volkanovski. 12, 13, 14, 15, we have Charles Oliveira, Sean Strickland, Israel Adesanya, Aljamain Sterling, all dogs. Let's look at the actual UFC list now and compare it to ours. So off top, we'll start from the bottom. They have Sean Strickland 14, Charles Oliveira 13, and Izzy 12. So I got close on that. We had Izzy a little too low. We have Sean Strickland a little too high, and we have Charles Oliveira. You know, you kind of got to switch them and Izzy. 11 is Tom Aspinall. My 11 was Volk. Their 10 is Alexander Pantoja. Pantoja, I have him in the top 6 through 8. Just off rip, just a lot of differences. Max Holloway at 8. I have Max Holloway at 8. Who's their 7? Volk, respectful. 6, O'Malley. I have Pantoja as my 6. O'Malley as my 5. We have Ilya Taporia top 5. I'm not rocking with that. I'm not. Do I have Ilya Taporia at 5? No, I have Ilya Taporia at 7. Okay, see, it's close. I think mine's better, personally. Leon Edwards at 4. Where's my Leon Edwards? Leon Edwards at 4. And here's where it gets, John Jones 3. That's how their power rankings are. You got Islam Makachev at 1 on their power rankings and Alex Prey at 2. I think I did a solid power rankings list. If there's something y'all would change with my list or with the UFC's list, is there a guy you think should be in the top 15 that isn't in the top 15? Let us know down in the comments. Don't forget, guys, like and follow.